A new month and lots of updates and lots of new things happening for the game. Hello everybody. Yes, my hair is still down. I'm wearing my hair down wig. It's kind of like this but in Lego form. So, you know, you got a Lego character there. You kind of like take off its head, apparently. And then what you do is you pop on the new hair. That's what you look like. No face. Yay, I can do Legos. In all seriousness, and this is probably going out in the live stream, I'll be doing my live stream recap a little bit later on because I've got some stuff on, but we'll be going over at some point like what Kabam announced, and that's going to be really exciting because there's a lot of things that Kabam will be talking about, announcing, and going over. I think one of the first things that's Yelena coming into the game. Lena is going to be an exciting new addition, hopefully some cool synergies and pair-ups, but I know a lot of times synergies don't seem to like be as powerful as they used to be. There's some helpful stuff there, but they're not as powerful. I think as well, I'm looking forward to finding out about this new combo element to it, because I think it's been a little while since we've had like, you know, a combo build type champion. There have been ones come out there, but it's like not as it used to be. But, you know, Aegon, I'm just thinking of some other ones, but yeah, just Aegon. Like, I just like to see like Squirrel Girl has it. There's a few others that have it as well, but it's like you just don't remember some of them, so it's nice to go back to the old days. Cyclops rework, that's going to be exciting to learn more about that. Straight legs, blah 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 blah. Formidable defender. He is a formidable defender. So this is a pitch, and obviously we'll learn a bit more about that later on. Follow me, tactical minded leader. I'm still waiting to see like what this could be. Works hard to protect mankind, blah 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 blah. It's just we're waiting for a spotlight. That's what I'm excited to learn about. So at the point of recording this video, I don't know what the spotlight is, but I will be able to kind of like find. I will be talking about it over the weekend, so that's cool. Phoenix, we know about the rework. We've covered that on the channel before, so I'm not going to go back to it. Event quest, yeah, okay, whatever. Side quest, and this is an important month because we'll see the Valiant difficulty, or what that would potentially be. I'm looking forward to finding out more information about that. So the side quest this month is Summoners. The Summoner is a powerful being in a battle realm. We know, always there is to help fight the good fight, and seems to know just how to get the job done. However, it seems that their deep files of champion intel has been leaked, and there are several unsavory evildoers who are looking to summon some victory of their own. Interesting. Some of the expanded Thunderbolts team have decided to take some static, make some static in the contest and share this dangerous data amongst themselves. Each week you'll face against some of these well-informed foes who have taken efforts to defend themselves against weaknesses they have foolishly revealed in the past. You can charge straight at the boss of each map, or truly test your team by taking devilish detours to increase the challenge and rewards your champions will face. So a good example would be, and I think will be something like, Killmonger is going to be immune to armor break. Shuri could be immune to miss-based counters, or say, I don't know, the true focus like buff, like or you can't build buffs, so it means that you can't use true focus. So you'd have to use like champions that maybe have the ability within them, or like something like that. Something that maybe would be a class advantage is now a class disadvantage, or it doesn't work in the case of like a counter. That's probably like the potential that we'd see from that. I mean, it spices it up, so that's good. There is a Saga chase quest, which we know about, which is Phoenix Rising, but you do need to have enough dark plumes. I missed out on something, so I'm not doing it, so I don't know how I'm going to cover it on the channel. I'm probably not going to be able to get the 7-star. I'd have to see, but I don't think it's necessarily possible. I have to do some sums. I have to do an update video on that, but a lot of people in the same boat, I think, when it comes to like that, and probably just pick up a 6-star. And then I'll just ascend it, but it depends, because the footage that I saw, it didn't look particularly potent. Now, whether or not Kabam just did it for a showcase, as opposed to the, you know, showcasing the movements and stuff, it just didn't seem to be. She didn't seem to be doing that much damage. So maybe I'll get to play about the champion and do like a video maybe on Tuesday of next week. We'll have to see. One of the exciting things that has been announced is of the Valiant Gauntlet, but also something players have requested for quite a bit of time as well. In addition to the monthly Paragon Gauntlet, we're introducing the Valiant Gauntlet. The Valiant Gauntlet will be open to Valiant players and will not require exploration of the event quest on Thronebreaker difficulty. In addition to this, the Paragon Gauntlet will also not require Thronebreaker difficulty exploration to unlock. This is great. I'd actually recommend people to do the Paragon Gauntlet first before doing the Valiant Gauntlet. The reason I would recommend that is that you get a chance to play on the champions. But this is a massive W. Like it is. It's something that the player base have asked for quite a bit of time, to see this kind of improvement that you can go to the Paragon Gauntlet but without having to do the exploration. For me personally, it's just been it's just time. Like I just don't have as much time anymore, and the stuff that I'm doing on a daily basis, like even lunch break, like I'm trying to like find time to either record this video or work on another project within that 1 hour lunch break that I'm allowed. And that may change. Like I'm in a year contract, so it may be like, I don't know, back to making full-time content for about, I might take a 2026 off and focus on this channel and maybe some other stuff, but and PC version. But I just don't know what the future holds. I'll have to kind of like, I've got to do my contract. But effectively, it's like 8 hours, was it 8 hours per day, or 37.5 hours per week. I'm doing something else, not playing as much MCOC. So when you start taking it out of the equation, then you're like, well, Kabam need to think about that. If I've got a full-time job, you've got a full-time job, people are at school, quality of life improvements is what we've been asking for. And it's great to see Kabam, doing this stuff. Look, just listen to the community. If players are saying like, look, allow me more time to do this, or allow for an easier participation into stuff, guess what? People will be able to find the time a bit more. If it's not 3 hours to do a piece of content, but you've now made it so it's like, I don't know, it could be done in about an hour, right? You've saved your players 2 hours. If you save your players 2 hours, they spend more time in stuff like Battlegrounds. They have a better thought process around what the developer's doing for the community. It's just an easy win that Kabam have just been avoiding. So I'm really happy that they've acknowledged that and are dealing with it. So there's several things that are exciting for me personally. First of all, Battlegrounds event. I'm excited to get back into Battlegrounds because, and for the duration of Battlegrounds preseason 29, which I think is next season, we're running Thunderbolts themed solo events and objectives that will reward Battlegrounds consumables as well as crystals and cosmetics. Actually, if I got my dates wrong, I kind of thought we were about to go into... are we in season 20? Yes, we are in season 28 at the moment. For some reason I thought we were going into 29, but that's next month. So yeah, more stuff that for free that you can grab, and of course cosmetics. Everyone loves a bit of cosmetic procedure. They don't. That's a terrible joke. Anyway, this I'm excited about, and that is the Heart of Fire crystals. At the point of recording now the video, I don't know what the last champion is. I'm hoping to find out later on today as we do a bit of coverage, but also I'll be covering the special events, as we've got earning points towards exclusive solo events, which I don't know if that's something to do with the way that we had Omega Days before, but again, that was exciting. I loved Omega Days. It was a lot of fun, and people need to kind of like see that as it's a bit of fun. There'll be some freebies you can get. There will be a process to it. It'll be similar to a banquet event, not completely because there's going to be no rank rewards, but there'll be something that'll be a bit fun, and we like a bit of fun now and again with the game with less stress. So there's also a few bug fixes and stuff. There's not a huge amount to point out. I'm sure I'll probably miss off something that needs to be dissected. Dupes of champions, not already max signatures, displaying incorrect signature ability level during crystal opening. I think we were experiencing that when we did some crystal openings. Few updates as well. Mr. Fantastic info page has been updated to reflect just how annoyingly stretchy he is, clarifying that his evade chance increases a flat per debuff, and thus increases after non-flat reduction. That's good. There was something as well that makes Dust a little bit annoying. I think it was like how auto block ability interacts with glancing. There was also an interesting one around Okoye, fixed an issue in which unduped Okoye with Shuri on the team was gaining the benefit of rank 5 deep wounds regardless of investment, once for shocks and twice for bleeds, and was not getting the proper benefit, her reduction in the opponent's masteries for stacking mastery levels above their maximum. So I don't know if that's going to be something you'll notice or not notice if you've got an unduped version of Okoye with Shuri. There's also a few other things as well. That buff and improvement to a Mortal Abomination for extra dose of Gamma, allowing him to reduce the impact of Inequity Mastery for each poison active on him. So that's a bit of an improvement. It's not like massive, it's just a thing. And there's the Nick Fury's Helicarrier SP1 no longer leaves opponents enough time to block. Now leaves enough time opponents to no longer leaves opponent enough time to block the second salvo after being hit by the first. So that's, again, that's another interesting one as well. So you can swipe back and then kind of like, you want to go to block. But that's good that that's been improved from playing against. There's a few other things as well to kind of like pick up, but, give it a read yourself. That's going to be it for the video and a little bit of observation. A live stream recap video will be out hopefully later on, but I've got a few things on, so it will be there, and we'll be doing some coverage of some of the other stuff raised, important things, the Cyclops buff, you name it, we're covering this weekend. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. I'll see you later on. Bye.